Okay, making a pencil case. Take one of your 2-inch pieces and fold it in half. Then bring the edges into the centre. Like so. This is going to be the start of your zipper tab. Take your zipper, which is bigger than your 10-inch long. This is a 14-inch, so it's going to cut quite a bit off, but I'm not bothered. And that's the front of the zipper, and you're placing it, your folded piece onto there, and you're going to just stitch across so that you're getting rid of the metal pieces. So that's it stitched. I'm going to now just trim off that piece there. You're going to take one of your outer pieces. Mine, I've cut these at 5 by 10, and you're going to fold back your part of your zip you've sealed. Just want to get your distance of how far your zip's going to go. So I've overlapped it a little bit, but it's in the seam allowance, so now I just want to see where I need to cut this zip off. So if I cut the zip off at about there, because then I can add the other zipper strap onto the end. So there's my tabs onto the end of the zippers. I'm now going to take the first piece, make sure that it's the right way up, because these are directional. I'm going to place my zipper with the pulley face down onto the zipper and pin that in place. So there's my zipper in place. The tabs do hang over the edge a little bit, but that doesn't matter. I should trim them down once I've sewn them, and I've put my zipper foot onto my machine, so we'll then sew that on. So I've lined up the edge of my zipper foot to the edge of the fabric and where the zip is pinned. I'm going to now stitch all the way across. When you get to the zipper pull, you need to have needle down position if you've got it, and then lift the foot and move the zipper. So that's the first part of it done. Now we want to add this half's lining. So make sure that you put right sides together of your fabrics and pin that in place. So make sure you match up your sides. Now this time you're going to turn it so that you can see where you've already stitched, and you're going to re-stitch over the same sew line. So there's the first side done. You're going to now do exactly the same on the second half. Make sure if it's directional fabric that the fabric is going the right way so that it's looking right when it's done both sides. The other way you can do this is you could actually stitch the lining, the outer, with the zip in the middle all in one go. So it does work just the same. Now I'm going to just top stitch this one. So for the wrist strap, you take 2-inch wide piece by the length that you require to go around the wrist. You're going to fold it in half and bring the two edges into the centre and fold it in half again. You're making like a bias strip, and you're just going to sew down both sides of that. Now you're going to pin your pieces together. Make sure that your zip is actually open, because I don't think mine is, because you've got to, when you finish sewing, you've got to turn it back through your zipper. So open your zipper before you sew. So you're bringing your linings together and your outer edges together. Now when it comes to where your zipper is, you're going to fold your zipper bit and push it up into where your lining is. My lining's coming down, sorry. So you're going to push it down so that those bits are poked down. Just fix it in place with a pin. Now, if you're going to put your strap on your bag rather than on your zipper, this is the time you want to insert your wrist strap. Just decide which side you want your zip strap to go and insert it in the inside of the join. Remember that you're going to have a lot of thickness there when you go over it, so go steady. I'm using these clips so they hook onto my zipper. So you're just going to then start on your lining, leaving a gap, back stitch front and end, and then sew all the way round your square. So this is where I'm coming up to my zipper, so I'm just going to take it nice and easy, going over that, and then carry on round. So trim off your corners so that they're easier to turn. You're now going to turn it inside out. You've got your zipper open, so going all the way through to the bottom edge. Make sure you poke your corners out. Sorry, we've got daughter's dog. She's decided she's going to play, or she wants to play. Make sure that you poke where your zipper is out. So there's the pencil case all turned out. Obviously you've got to finish your hole in your lining where you turned it through, either by hand stitching or machine stitching, and then attach your tag wristband. So for my wrist strap, I've got I'm just going to poke the strap bit through, bring the two ends together, and I'm just going to stitch across the two ends. Now to keep it neat, I'm turning it back in on itself. I'm going to take my bit down to the seam. I'm just going to just pull it slightly so that it hooks in snugly, and then I'm just going to stitch across there to hold the hook in place. So there it is, pencil case all complete with a wrist strap. Obviously it doesn't have to be used for pencils, it can be used for crocheting hooks or whatever you like. If you wanted it for knitting needles, you just have to make it longer.